Hey guys, good morning. So I get up this morning. Evidently, there's a lot of Americans who earnestly feel that they made the wrong decision with Trump. And there's people talking about it. They feel that they didn't know about the tariffs. There's been a lot of searches for how to change your vote, all that kind of stuff. Let's talk about that, what that means. To me, Trump is a fascist. But I've made it very clear that I'm not really upset about Trump. I'm upset about the American people voting for Trump. Trump's a crook.
165 miles ahead.
Trump's a crook. That's what he does. That's what he is. I don't really spend a whole lot of time talking about crooks and stuff like that because we know what they are. If the American people are fascist and racist and misogynistic, and that this election was about that, that's one thing. Because I've worked with racists and I've worked with misogynists. I've worked with guys that don't like women to be white women out here on the road trucking. I've dealt with that. That's what it is. But if you're telling me the American people are this goddamn stupid, that they really thought the tariffs meant a bunch of free stuff, and they really believe that Mexico is going to build the wall, and they're this dumb that they voted for a fascist for those reasons and those reasons alone, and that now that they've learned, oops, tariffs mean prices go up, and deporting 20 million people will probably cause a depression. If you're telling me Americans are this stupid that they voted for that, and that the only reason why they now don't want that is because of the fact they understand it's not true, and that Trump did what? Trump lied again, which is what he does. He's a con man, that's what he's always been. Then that means we've got a much bigger problem than I thought, as far as education, as far as values. I'm serious. That means we have a big problem. That because what it says is that they'll do it again. Even if the American people did a recall election right now, and he said, all right, because you never know. You never know. You never know. I was talking about that officer that killed, was it Tamir Rice, the guy in the car in Cleveland, and the police ended up firing him, not for the shooting, but they found out he lied on his application. So you never know. They you know what I mean? There's always kind of ways people can find to move things around. But even if the American people got Trump out of office, they were like, all right, Kamala's the right president, let's do over. I would still be disgusted to be an American. Because what you're telling me is you crackers are this stupid that you voted for a man for lies, and now that you're figuring out he lied to you, you're saying, oh, well, maybe we made a mistake. That tells me that your mind ain't right. You ain't trustworthy. Understand something. If America's racist or misogynist or full of Nazis and Christian nationalists, if that's the case, then that's the case. I can't change nobody. You can't. I don't even want. You can't change nobody. But if you're telling me they're this dumb, that people really thought Mexico would pay for the wall, and the tariffs are just going to be free stuff, and remember the plants, talking about the carrier plants that went to Mexico, the new carrier plants. If you're telling me the average American is this stupid, that's worse. That's worse. Because you can't reason with a stupid person. You can't reason with a person that's that stupid. You can't. I want to go back to believing America's full of racists, and that this is a misogynist election, and they didn't want a black woman and all. I want to go back to that. This is worse, far worse than the notion that, oh well, he fooled us again. I don't know, John. I don't know, Todd. I guess he lied to us again. We voted for him. I mean, the man lied about everything, and you voted for him again. I want to be clear. I'm embarrassed to be an American. I'm more embarrassed today than I was when he got elected. Because this is like a guy that's getting drunk and he's drinking wood alcohol. And you're like, dude, and he doesn't even care. That's what America is to me. You're drinking. You're like, oh, there's some wood alcohol in the bar, and I'll drink that. And he's drinking up next to tequila and stuff. And it's like, bro, that stuff will kill you. That's the American people. It's a difference between a guy that wants to do stuff that's reckless and wrong. It's a whole different thing when you're telling me the person that reckless things endanger our lives and didn't even care and didn't even understand the significance and the nuances and like that's terrifying. I'm embarrassed to be an American, and I understand the Europeans are not showing intelligence in the United States. They shouldn't. Don't trust us. Don't trust us. Don't do it. Because this means the American people are more stupid than I thought. This is embarrassing.